Great news has now come out. According to Boxing News 24, Yordenis Ugas versus Errol Spence has now been officially confirmed. It will be happening on April 16th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This would be a very, very good fight between two highly skilled, two very technically skilled boxers. Both of them hold belts, so it's going to be a 3-belt unification. Yordenis Ugas holds a WBA belt. Errol Spence holds a WBC belt and the IBF belt. Both fighters have openly said that if they win this fight, that they want to fight Terrence Crawford for undisputed. That would be great. That's fantastic to make. It would be for 4 belts, be for unification, and it'll put the rest who was the best fighter in that division, and it will be the first undisputed champion since Zab Judah. I'm glad that this fight is happening. Though Yordenis Ugas, he was originally denied this fight due to the WBA's interference. They were going to originally force him to fight a 2-fight tournament, but luckily Yordenis Ugas was able to come to a step-aside agreement with his mandatories. If not, he would have had to fight 2 mandatories throughout this year and waste the rest of his prime. Yordenis Ugas is already 35. He doesn't have that much time left, and it would be unfair for him to waste his prime fighting really unknown fighters. Errol Spence is a big name. He's done very good on pay-per-view, 25,000 pay-per-views against Sean Porter and more. I'm really glad this fight is happening. Though Errol Spence versus Yordenis Ugas is going to be a back-and-forth match. From what I've seen, both of these dudes are very good with timing. They're very technically skilled. There's nothing that they don't do right. They don't make mistakes in the ring. And I think that it's going to be 7 rounds to 5 for Errol Spence. I think Errol Spence is going to outwork Yordenis Ugas, land heavier shots. I definitely think that Yordenis Ugas is going to have success countering Errol Spence, fighting effectively with effective aggression, draw spurts to the fight, making Errol Spence miss and coming over with the overhand right. Yordenis Ugas is a very, very skilled boxer, and so is Errol Spence. Errol Spence, though, is more aggressive. He has more subtle defense. He likes to come forward. He moves slightly out of the way to punches and effectively counters you. And he throws down to the body a lot. He's very, very determined to hit you with body shots. You've seen him drop people with body shots. Yordenis Ugas, similarly to Errol Spence, he likes to time you a lot. He uses flashy head movement. If you look at his fights against Sean Porter, he was able to pretty much control Sean Porter. Sean Porter was, not fighting aggressively as usually was, and that led to his disadvantage. Yordenis Ugas was timing him. He was hitting him with really, really heavy thudding shots, and he managed to drop Sean Porter, but it wasn't counted as a knockdown. It hurt Sean Porter. I think with Errol Spence that I don't think he has enough power to hurt Errol Spence is the reason why. The reason why Sean Porter gets hurt a lot is because he tends to lunge into punches. That's why he got dropped and hurt by Errol Spence. He got brutally stopped by Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? Errol Spence, he doesn't lunge with his punches. He keeps his defense very tight. He's very effective. I see how this fight going down. First, though, I see the first 5 to 8 rounds. We see Errol Spence coming forward using his jab, using the left hand, going down to the body. But I see Yordenis Ugas countering effectively, timing Errol Spence, hitting with counter shots, going toe-to-toe with Errol Spence in the pocket. And we're going to see I think we're going to see some truly exciting exchanges between both fighters. Then I see as the fight starts to go more and more into the later rounds, I see Errol Spence starting to go, his punches go down more, his punches start to have more effect. I see Yordenis Ugas starting to get more and more ragged as the fight goes on. Yordenis Ugas has been hurt by Abel Ramos, a fighter with 27 wins and 21 KOs, but also with 5 losses. So I think that Errol Spence is going to be able to hurt him in the later rounds, and he's going to force Yordenis Ugas to shell up, and I think that's when Yordenis Ugas is going to stop punching and fighting aggressively as he would, and Errol Spence is going to outwork him. Like I said, I think Errol Spence is going to win this fight, but I also think that Yordenis Ugas has a very good chance to win this fight by outboxing Errol Spence. But both of these fighters are very, very skilled fighters, man. I'm glad this fight has happened. Like I said, I hope the winner of this is able to fight Terrence Crawford, and the WBC, the WBA, the IBF, they don't interfere, because we should put to rest who is the best fighter in this division. And too many politics are involved in sport of boxing, and we're not allowed to see the best fight the best. But this is my take on it, though. But to wrap this up, this is Nassim the Dream, rocking serious next to sleep. I'll holler at y'all with another one. Peace.